is Not Sam Wrestling.
Introducing your host from New York, here is Sam Roberts.
It's the 2K20 launch for WWE. I'm here with Bobby Lashley. We got a lot to talk about, Bobby. What's the haps?
Lana loves me and I love her.
Okay, so I think the last time we spoke, we did an interview. You hadn't even come back to WWE yet at that comic convention.
Yeah.
But you're back in WWE. You've been back, and the arc of you back in WWE, it started with you and your family and your sisters and just such a good man. Just Bobby Lashley is a good man. Yeah. Yeah. And then I turn on Raw this week. And not at 10:30, not at 10:45, but at 8:01. The kids are still awake. First segment, you are in bed with another man's wife in that man's bed, and you're bragging to him about it. What happened to Bobby Lashley?
I've seen the dark side. No, man, ultimately, I just came back for one thing, and that was to fight. Fight Brock. And ever since then, like you said, I've been playing with my sisters, I've been singing. Now I'm in a love relationship. I mean, layers. Because you know what? I think no one knows who I am. And like I said before, when I was talking to you in the podcast, I'm just horrible on social media. So on social media, and there he goes again.
Oh,
that's
boy.
What's wrong. Let's go back to the video game. He's an 87 and I'm an 86. Why?
Wow.
Pronouns, pal.
Because he's taller than me, you guys give him an extra point.
I was a little concerned. I thought I heard Sam inviting you to his wife's little birthday party she's having. Don't invite Bobby Lashley to any of your wife's parties.
Oh, I won't. I'm not even going to tell you what my wife's name is. We have 2 children. We're very happy together.
No, we have 2 children.
I got to take a closer look at those kids. So you knew, it's just, what happens in WWE is sports, entertainment. You have athletes who are also entertainers. You are an athlete. You have had an MMA career. You have had, your athletic background speaks for itself. But at WWE, they said, oh no, you're an entertainer. You're going to be singing, and we need some soap opera storylines. And you, Bobby Lashley, you are the man for the job.
Me?
How did social media respond? Like when social media, because I'll tell you, my wife was watching Raw, and you know what she said? I don't like this. she was made very uncomfortable by the whole situation, especially when Lana removed her bra, because that was a real bra.
Yes, it was.
And my wife had watched Total Divas, so she really fell in love with the relationship that Lana and Rusev had, and to watch you so happily ruin it in Rusev's robe really broke her heart.
In Rusev's bed, in his house, and everything. There's layers. You know what? I have not watched it back.
I wonder why.
Because when it happened, I was there, and I felt it, and then afterwards, I just kind of said, it's best to just kind of let that brew, and then every once in a while switch on. It's like, oh, there's more comments about me. It's like I said before, like I'm terrible with social media. This is just showing different layers of who I am.
Oh yeah.
Or who I could be, or
You're trying not to take credit for your terrible actions.
This is year when I came back, it's a whole different roster, whole different mood, whole different vibe. The show's completely different, and I think people just take what they want, and I'm going to take what I want.
Yeah. You know what? Here's the thing. You want a Brock Lesnar fight. Brock Lesnar's not on the show every week. It's kind of hard to just take that. However, Rusev and Lana are there. You wouldn't mind having that, so you took that.
Yeah, man. You know what? It's kind of one of those things where if you're walking down the street with your girlfriend and then somebody just comes and grabs her hand and walks away with her, and you turn around and you're like, That's me.
Yeah, so, you're that guy.
Yeah, I'm that guy. So I believe if I piss everybody off enough, then that might be another way to have that Brock fight.
Do you like Is there a sense of pride to the fact that, like, on a Tuesday, whether you're checking actively or not, it's among, if not the most talked about segment. Like, you probably know before you do it, oh my God, this is good or bad. This is the segment that people are going to be talking about. Do you like that?
Yeah, I do, and you have to, especially in this business, because if you're one of those ones that nobody talks about, then that's kind of ugly. That's kind of hard thing. But you know what I think what's happened for me within the last few shows that I've been on, we've blown up the internet every way. Me and Braun did it with the arm wrestling match, the tug-of-war match, going through the LED board. It was like one of the most viewed things on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all the way across the board. And then I come back and I do it again. So in order to keep that going, I really don't know where we can go now.
Right.
We were made out on TV, and then we went in bed, and after that, I mean, we're just going to show how fun me and Lana have together. We have so much fun together. So I think...
You know how much I loved the fact that I saw you and Lana together on the SmackDown blue carpet. That, like, you're on the blue carpet, you're talking to all the media, and it's like, oh yeah, here's Lana. Of course she's with me.
Yes. Oh man.
And but you know what? You bring up a good point about you taking the girlfriend's hand and walking away, and the boyfriend just goes bye-bye. Because you know what? The girlfriend is the one that should be stopping you. At the end of the day, Lana is the one that should be going like, hey, don't do this. It's not Rusev's problem anymore if Lana is saying like, yeah, let's go for it.
I think Lana's saying go for it more than I'm saying go for it. I was trying to toe the line a little bit, but Lana was like, there's no line, let's go straight to the top. But there's big things with that. If you want to be something in this business, you have to be talked about. I don't give a damn what people say about me anymore. Because at the end of the day, when I go home and I cash that check and I give it to my kids and take care of my kids, I don't give a damn that, somebody said Bobby Trashley or I'm confused or whatever it is. I like all that stuff. Just keep talking and keep going on and liking my stuff and commenting on it and everything like that. I don't do enough on it, but when I do something, everybody's coming there. And then ultimately, you keep pissing me off enough, and then we'll just keep doing more. But ultimately, the main goal is in hand, and that's to win that title, whoever it could be against.
I mean, so will you have a crisis of conscience when you finally have your match with Rusev? I'm on the pre-shows. I talk about who I think is going to win and lose. There's no way Rusev is going to win the match.
There's no way. And that's just the thing.
So when you beat a man at his profession and then take his personal life from him, I don't see how there's any coming back from it.
There's none. I think, it's kind of one of those, you heard those stories where, like, a car fell on top of a kid and the mom was able to, like, pick the car up and have this superhuman strength.
Yeah.
Rusev may have that, but he's still going to take an ass whooping.
Even Rusev with superhuman strength ain't Bobby Lashley.
He's still going to have to run into me. And that's the beauty of this story. I liked Rusev before, And then when he started, you don't know how he's going to react. I don't know how he's going to react. I know he killed Randy and Baron the other day, but they're not me. So I'm really interested to see how this is going to unfold. When he does actually get in front of me with all that anger and rage that he has, and he runs up to me, he's like, I'm so mad.
And you're just waving and smiling. Like, you got nothing to be mad about, do you?
Yeah, nothing to be mad about. I'm living my best life, man.
So is that kind of the way it goes down? Do you kind of show up on Monday and find out, like, okay, what level of the Lana Lashley relationship is going to be portrayed today? Is that when you go like, oh, that's what we're doing today?
Yeah. So I'm gonna in bed with her, huh? That's what you guys want to see. There's so many different things that we can do with this, and I'm excited with it because, like what happens where he gets that chance to get after me and then I beat him up. Is he going to go and bring somebody else?
Right.
Is he going to go that route? Is he going to go and ask maybe the champ to come and help him out? Or is he going to ask Braun to help him out? Like, what is he going to do,
Did you ever think in your pro wrestling career that you would be involved in an angle that would result in Bobby Lashley pornography parody memes? coming out? I mean, I'm sure you must have seen them. They're very hard to avoid.
Oh man, I try to avoid them so hard. But you know, when you get in the wrestling business, you always joke about it. I think everybody's joked about it at some point in time. I want to be in an angle with somebody, you know. But when you actually get put in there, you're like, all right, now what do we do? It's like getting that hot girl. You're like, man, she's smoking hot, man. I'm gonna go say something to her, and then you run up to her, and you're like, that's just not. I don't know what to do.
You know what I'm really looking forward to? The day that Bobby Lashley tries to become a good guy again, and I have to be the one voice that's sitting there going, wait, do you know what he did?
Shut up. No, Rusev did this, and he's so mean to her, and he's this, he's that. That's why I did it.
Yeah, you were the white knight in all this. You were saving her.
Yeah.
You're in 2K20, obviously. That's why you're here. Being in video games like this, does it ever get old, or is it like pretty awesome every time?
It's awesome every time. You know, with our business and the way things move so fast, oftentimes we kind of like don't have a chance to just kind of step back and just reflect on this and say, holy cow, I'm in a video game. Like, when I was younger, I looked up at those people like, you know, as a kid, you know, I never had a chance to actually see a professional wrestler, but man, when I was glued to the TV when I was younger, I was like, oh my God, and I can just imagine, just from the look at some of the kids' faces when they see me, like, you see one of the wrestlers, if I would have seen Hogan, if I would have seen Ricky the Dragon Steamboat or Superfly, or any one of those guys when I was younger, I would have been like paralyzed, because that's how it was. So this is what this is. This is how this game feels to me, man. I pull myself out and I put myself into the eyes and the mind of like 8-year-old Bobby or 9-year-old Bobby, and look at this and saying, holy cow. If I was playing this video game, I would definitely pick the big jacked up black guy.
Because that's what I want to be when I grow up.
But it's so cool, man. It's so cool seeing it. It's awesome.
Well, I mean, there's a lot for you that's awesome right now. You know, whether people want to admit it or not, I think this whole thing's awesome. I think it's so great. And you know what? The fact that you guys were ballsy enough to put it on first thing at 8 o'clock, I was like, oh yes, let's do this. Let's go.
You know, it's funny. A lot of the guys, when they're walking with their wives or their wife, you can tell their wives are part of it. Like, you're an asshole. This is the worst thing. Rah, rah, rah. Their wife walks out. They're like, bro.
I love it. Lashley, the wife stealer. 2K20, and I believe that next year for 2K21, in the career mode or the story mode, we will see cutscenes of Lashley in bed with another superstar's wife, and I'm here for it, and I can't wait for it. Thank you, Bobby.
Whatever we have to do.